All right, we'll start at the back. Aftermarket wing. There's a superficial wear mark across the top here where the clear coat might be starting to just fade a little. Some marks here, super small. This bumper was off and on a few times to flex the turbo kit. You've seen it before. Take the bumper off so you can see all the turbo and intakes. So it's a little, I think it just needs to be realigned or attached better. It's not perfect fit. I'm a fanboy, so I'd probably pull the bumper off if I was keeping it and just rock it without the bumper like I did my Lambo. Same with this side. It's a little, I don't know, the fitment's a little weird. Let's see. Looks like there's maybe a little small scuff here in the clear coat. Probably sanded or polished out. Some rock chips here and there, little small baby rock chips. I don't know what that's from. Maybe somebody had a jack under there the wrong way, I'm not sure. It's on the very, very bottom. You can't see it if you're anything below the ground, you know, above the ground. Same deal here with the bumper. It's a little bit off. There's like a, it's hard to get an idea of what I'm talking about in this video, but this is like, and I know this is common for these, that they have this gap here, but it's just, I think it could be tightened up a little. And this front bumper is really where all the cosmetic is. You can see there's micro chips in the paint just from having miles, really. I mean, the car has, you know, 60,000 miles on it, so just simple driving on the roads caused all the chips. Carbon's in good shape. The hood's pretty clean. There's like one super small chip here and a couple small rock chips on the hood. But if you get back and look at the body lines, they're symmetric on both sides. That little baby gap. So looks like there's a pretty decent chip in the paint here. It's smaller than my pinky fingernail. Some more chips here. I mean, if you've repainted this front bumper, it would do a lot for the car. A little small, that looks like that one would rub out actually. Same deal. Just a little finger gap. That's water stain from just being washed. So right here it looks like there was some like road debris, like glue or something from the road maybe, I don't know. That shit probably could come off with one of those rubber eraser wheels. Again, there's some shit on the bottom here. I think somebody fucking jacked this thing up wrong at one point. I mean, these are things that you cannot see when you're standing 10 feet from the car. You get up real close and like get down on your knees, you can see the stuff, but otherwise, not very noticeable. This is vinyl wrapped, by the way. I personally think it looks badass the way it breaks up the body line. Some people have told me they don't like it, but you can take it off, obviously. And this car was equipped with the glass bonnet, which I think is sick. See those sheepy intercoolers through the glass, which is dope. It does have coilovers. These are the fault code delete modules, so there's no light saying that there's no mag ride available. I did a scan on it with my scanner, full complete scan. I'll send you the report. There was like 3 faults and they were all comfort shit like the radio and I don't know, some other stuff that was nominal. It's got the carbon trim. Fucking beautiful touch. I mean, everything's carbon in here, including the trim around the window. It's a nice little touch. You can see it through the glass as well. Carbon diffuser in the back. I didn't do a very good job washing it, apparently. Just kind of trying to rush it, but onto the interior. It's very clean. Again, it does have some miles, so the seat is showing somewhere, but nothing notable. The only thing really worth discussing, because there's not even any cracks in the leather, would be this little small fray of red. This trim level was trimmed with the diamond stitch and the diamond stitched Alcantara roof, which is a really nice touch. I love it. Looks really cool. It's got the dry carbon trim. I'm a huge fan of dry carbon. I don't like the shiny gloss. Oh, and you can hear right now that whining. I don't know what just happened to my video, but I was coming up here to show you that sound you're hearing. Is the sump for the intercoolers. It's a little loose, actually. It's just free floating in there. Not that heat soak's an issue here, but where you live, certainly is nice to have that thing in there. Nice clean installation. All the frunk plastics are intact and beautiful. Everything's real clean up underneath here. This car's really, I mean, it's got its flaws, but it's also not a garage clean. And when you see it driving, it's a showstopper for sure. I'll start it up. These are just bolt-ons. Not a giant fan, but they're cool, I guess. So we got drive, sport drive, sport manual, regular manual. So, while driving, another notable mention. The rotors were smoked on this thing when I bought it. I cut the rotors. It helped a lot. It still shudders a little bit when you brake. I'd say moderate amount. I think what happened is the pads look pretty new, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see it, but it's there. There's like a shutter in the wheel. I think the pads probably absorbed those grooves in the rotors. Whoever had the car before probably thought they were going to get away with just putting new pads. And it might have fucked up the pads too, having them on there with the fucked up rotors. So I don't know if that's something that'll fucking go away on its own just from, you know, wear on the pads, or if you need new pads, but that's another considerable mention right there. So I'm driving it in manual mode right now, just basic manual. I'll switch it to drive. The rev matching it does when it's in sport mode is pretty sick. Idling perfectly. I mean, this thing is like a literal daily driver. My wife takes it to work, and it drives super clean as a daily, and then it just fucking rips. The other day on this road I'm about to turn on, me and my wife were coming back from her holiday party. I was a little drunk. Some dude on an R1 passed me, and I had to fucking run his ass down bad. Poor guy, dude. Tried to do one of those like flyby passes on a wheelie, and then he realized he wasn't going nowhere, and he had to drop it, and he still got his ass fucking handed to him. The other cool thing about this car is that elevation, when I bought it, sea level, it was ridiculous. Like all four wheels were like skating on the concrete when it would make boost. It kind of made me nervous. Now at 5,000 feet, it's kind of mild and tamed down, but down there in Houston or in that area, sea level is going to be fucking gnarly. Traffic, I can't be getting too rowdy, but that was a good boost pull right there. I hope the camera's picking up that whistling, because this thing's so obnoxiously loud with that whistle. The exhaust is beautiful, but the whistle is just gnarly. I was trying to go into neutral so I could rev it, but I fucking ended the video. One other thing to mention, I don't think you can hear it right now, but there's a small rattle. Let's see if I can capture it. I can't capture it, but there's a really small rattle, and I think it's the dust cover underneath the car. I guess you call it beauty cover, where the plastics kind of meet to the body, and it hides and covers all the undercarriage. It's protectant. I think that's loose. Oh, I know it's loose, but I think that's what's causing that little rattle. Oh, just a second. I'll show you real quick. So, you can kind of hear that in the car when you're hitting bumps, and it's super annoying. I tried to hit it with some new plastic clips, and it was gone for like a day, and now it's back, and I'm just not gonna zip tie it. So it might need another like underbelly panel as well. And then there's the other beast, which I've already shown you a walk around video of, but she's sick. Super dirty right now, but all right, I'm pulling it in. I gotta end the video.